Big dog. Feel me? Back down. Did almost 10 years, you know. Thought I wasn't gonna get out. You see me on this couch.
Big Mike, what you on, gang?
Shit cooling, man. Just, you know, trying to give everybody what they want.
Yeah.
Y'all want to hear from me. I waited a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm on that though.
Yeah, not only is this a DJUTV exclusive, a Chiracology exclusive, this a worldwide premiere.
You know that.
Cause I did my little research and I couldn't find no other interview, not no jail interview, no phone interview. You feel me?
I want with niggas. I want with niggas.
Yeah.
Everybody trying to get rich. Shit, I'm trying to get rich too.
That's a fact.
So that's what we on.
Well, as far as Chicago drill stories are concerned, I done heard a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? We done had a plethora of them right here on this couch.
Right.
But before we go any further, I think this might be one of the hardest, one of the craziest, one of the, you know what I mean?
That's what it is.
I think this might be one of the biggest.
That's what it is.
Hey, man.
You know that.
We ain't gonna waste no more time. Big Mike, tell us where you from.
I'm from the O, man. Born and raised, man. That's really my shit. You feel me? A lot of us, you know, claiming they from over there and shit. There was nowhere around when I was in there. Like me and my brothers come from dirt in there. You know, they just branched off. I've been in that bitch my whole life. Like it ain't not one person in that bitch don't know my name. Like for sure. Like old ladies, little kids, any motherfucker.
So when you say the O, we talking about O Block, correct?
O Block, Wig City, Parkway Gardens.
Whatever you call it.
Well, all the names it used to be before it was O Block.
For sure. So can you tell us what it was like for yourself growing up in O Block?
I mean, at first, it was, you know, like in school and shit like that, like I always was a badass little nigga. Like everybody used to be like, man, Diane, go get your son. He doing this, he doing that. And then as she got to having the other boys, it was like, it was over with. Like we started running through that bitch. We was in fights like almost every day, getting suspended from school almost like every day. Teachers calling my mama almost every day, you know what I'm saying? Getting suspended one shit, you know, she got to come up to the school, she beat her ass, but growing up in that bitch, it was just like, you know, everybody be saying like, you got a choice, but what if we ain't know about that choice? You feel me? Like, ain't none of us know we had no choice because we was going off of what we was seeing, shit. We wasn't in the crib watching no motherfucking TV, watching basketball and shit like that. We was watching what them niggas doing on that block. You feel me? So growing up, it was like, it was rough though. You feel me? My mama, she was a single mama and shit like that. You feel me? She was raising all of us, trying to feed us, put clothes on our backs and shit, you know what I'm saying? And we, you know, we used to run through the hood just beating on niggas and we used to be dirty and shit. But niggas used to think we was dirty because my mama was fucked up. The whole time my mama wasn't fucked up. We was dirty because we always get our shit dirty because we ain't kept. You know what I'm saying? And this, we come in the crib, she like, oh, bitch, you want to get them clothes dirty? I ain't buying you no more. Type shit. You know what I'm saying?
So it sound like you grew up with a single mother?
Yeah, like, you know, at first, like my pops, he was like in and out of shit like that, like, cause he wasn't living where we was living at and shit. But he was coming around and shit like that, like he was trying to, you know, come in and try to discipline them off. Like I wasn't trying to hear that shit.
How many brothers and sisters you got?
Shit, on my mama's side, I got 5 brothers and 1 sister. On my daddy's side, I got another little brother and then 2 sisters.
Okay. You the oldest?
Yeah, I'm the oldest on both sides.
Okay. So you the oldest out of all of them?
I'm the oldest out of all of them. I'm the big brother.
Okay.
You know?
For sure. And when we look at your brothers on your mama's side, we find out that one of them is Wooski.
You know that. That's my blood. Like, you know what I'm saying? He came up under me and shit. You know, he used to watch the shit that I used to be doing and shit. But he always had his own little man and shit. He always used to be his own person and shit. Like, he wasn't no follower or none of that shit. Like, Lil Bro always been like himself at all times. Like, he wasn't changing for nobody. He wasn't doing shit niggas was doing. He was doing him. Since he was a shorty, like, it just, he came up, he was aggressive. It's like in his blood. Like, it's like all my mama's sons, like, you can't find not one of my mama's kids that's scared of shit.
Okay.
Nothing. Nobody, no nothing. Like, if it's there, we gonna go there. Like, we don't get no. It is what it is, shit. Whatever happens, shit. That's why everybody stay getting shot and shit like that.
So do you and Wooski share the same father or just the same mother?
No, we ain't got the same father. They father, passed away back in like 94 or some shit, 95, some shit like that.
Okay.
Probably later than that. I'm not sure though, but it was like right after they was born and shit. Like, yeah, got killed and shit.
Word. So was like Wooski always like bad as hell, like even like when he was a child?
Hell yeah, he was worse than me.
What's y'all age difference?
I'm 33, Wooski 27.
Okay.
So,
What's that, 6 years? Okay.
About 6.
Right. Cause somebody told me, bro, somebody told me like, man, if y'all think Wooski crazy, who y'all think he got it from?
Yeah, he
Talk
got
about
it from
yourself.
me. Cause he used to see me doing all that crazy ass shit, coming in the crib with guns and shit. He used to be stealing them and shit, taking guns outside and shit. I remember the nigga walked up on me with a big ass shotgun, and I'm like, man, he was a shorty. And I'm like, where the fuck you get that from? Like, shit, I just stole this from the BDs on 71st. I'm like, man, what the fuck is you doing, man? Like, he always been bad, busting niggas' head, wrapping bike chains around niggas' necks. Like, he always been that, cause, niggas used to like try to play with him and shit. Like, he was always that one that was gonna get his lick back. You fuck with him, he want his lick back. He don't matter what he gotta go through to get his lick back, he gonna get his lick back, and once he get his lick back, he done. You know what I'm saying? He always been like that since a shorty and shit. And at first it was like irritating as hell, cause you want to chase this nigga all day till you get your lick back. But then, like, when I started growing up, I'm like, all right, I see what is going on. He ain't let nobody do shit to him and get away with it. Yeah. That's how he always been. That little nigga been bad as hell, man. He worse than all of us. Like, he got it.
Yeah. So, when the fans look at your name and, who you related to, who you affiliated with,
right,
they be like, damn, how's this Wooski blood brother, but this King Von Rappy? You know what I'm saying? Like, how is he from O Block, but Wooski from 63rd? Because we done had Wooski on our couch. We asked him if he was from O Block. He say, hell no, he denied being from O Block. So a lot of people say you from O Block.
Troll it.
Oh, the wild head, bro.
Is that where you spent like your early childhood years at?
Yeah, no.
Okay, cool.
He ain't.
Okay.
He ain't. Coming up as kid. Well, I was a teenager. He was still a kid and shit. He used to, be running around out there and shit, but he ain't fuck with them shorties over there. He used to go down on 71st, or he used to go on 63rd, Everhard, St. Lawrence, shit down there and shit, and hang with little niggas over there and shit, cause I got cousins that be on them blocks and shit. So he used to go down there and fuck with the family, cause every time he was on the block, he was fighting somebody. Every day. Every single day. They like, man, go get your brother. He over there beating woo-woo ass. So he beating woo-woo ass. Like, damn, what the fuck is you doing? Like, but it's always because somebody did something to him. He ain't never gonna do nothing to nobody that ain't did nothing to him.
Right.
Feel me? You ain't did nothing to him, he ain't gonna fuck with you. You do something to him, your ass might as well go hide some motherfucking well, cause he ain't gonna stop. That's how he is. But that whole situation, like, I've been, hearing the shit, the fans trying to figure out how I'm from O Block and he from 63rd and shit. First of all, I got locked up in 2009 on the motherfucking armed robbery. You know what I'm saying? Lil bro was a real kid when I left. You know what I'm saying? I was full-fledged, like, all the way in that shit. Like, but as I was locked up, he became more and more into the street shit. Now he's starting to play with guns and shit. Now I'm talking to him on the phone and man, what you on? He talking about shit, getting on your homie them ass and shit. So I'm like, oh, what? He like, yeah, man, them niggas bitches, who out the bam. So now this the growing up Wooski. So I'm like, damn, what the f-? So now I'm like, kind of like, damn, what the f I'm supposed to do with this? You know what I'm saying? So in 2014, I had came home and shit, and we sat down and we had a talk and shit. And I told him, like, man, you know, this when I was still, like, in it. You know, I'm a civilian right now. Let the streets know I'm a civilian right now until I get off parole. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? When I came home, we had to sit down. We had to sit down and shit, and we was talking and shit, and I was just like, man, look, this what we gonna do, bro. You feel me? Because I want this shit to die down. Because as soon as I came home, my OG phone was ringing off the hook. Everybody calling, man, what you gonna do about your little brother? What you gonna do about your little brother? You riding with your little brother? You riding with your little brother? All that. And these were my homies, you know what I'm saying, that I grew up with and shit. And I'm like, nah, man, I'm finna squash that shit. I'm finna get little bro off that. You know what I'm saying? We gonna, come to an understanding and shit like that. So it was the understanding that I had with my little brother, like, you know, I ain't gonna slide through there. I ain't gonna smoke none of your homies, you feel me? Don't slide through here. Don't smoke none of my homies. Don't shoot at none of my homies. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we gonna leave it, you feel me? Cause then, if you do, then I gotta choose side. And of course, I'm gonna choose my brother's side. That's my blood, you feel me? These my niggas that I grew up with. I don't get no fuck about that when it come to my blood. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be always asking them dumbass questions like, what was to happen if, you know, if they did something to Wooski? Then all them niggas gonna die. That's how that shit go. You feel me? I ain't one of them niggas that's gonna turn on my brother for them niggas. You feel me? That's my blood brother. Like, I love that nigga to death. Mm-hmm. Like, for real. Like, ain't none of that. Like, nigga, you gonna die. That's what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And he just went over there with them niggas and he started fucking with them niggas hard. It was shit I could do about it. He was full-fledged. His name was already out there. It was over with. Right. I couldn't get to him in time and pull him back towards me and get him back over there and shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas always used to talk about when I was locked up and shit like, just imagine if Wooski was from our block. You know what I'm saying? We'd have been the most turned in the city. You know what I'm saying? Like, with Wooski on our block. Yeah, but that ain't happening. Wooski hate BDs, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? The BDs killed they daddy. Like, that shit over with, man. He ain't doing that, man. Y'all just leave him alone. He gonna leave y'all alone. You know what I'm saying? So that was the understanding with us and shit. You know, we came to an understanding and shit. And, you know, when I got locked up, like, you know, Vaughn, them were shorties, man. You know what I'm saying? They used to be playing baseball and shit like that. So at that time, he wasn't beefing with them. Like, that beef came after Lil Bro made that computer song, which I was locked up. You feel me? He was locked up because he made it in jail, and then when he got out, when he beat that attempt, that's when he dropped that. And that's when I got on the phone and bro was like, yeah, you know, yeah, your little brother, that's the most disrespectful shit I ever heard in my life. You hear me? And I was like, let me hear a little bit of it. And they played it, and I just was like, what the f? And I called him. I was like, man, what the fuck are you doing? He was like, man, I'm on that. You locked up, shit. It's over with for they ass. I couldn't do shit about it. I wasn't out there, so I said it is what it is, shit, you know? Mm-hmm. And then with Vaughn, that's when they beef started, for real, you feel me? So everybody steady talking about how's you know what I'm saying, from over here, he from over there, this Vaughn arch enemy and shit like that. And, you know what I'm saying? You was cool with Vaughn and shit like that. Like, that shit happened when niggas got out, you feel me? Niggas weren't playing with Lil Bro like that, man. Them niggas was scared of him, running from him. Calling my phone. Yeah, your brother just chased me out of McDonald's type shit. I used to be like, shit, what else you want me to do? You feel me? So it was always tension with me and niggas on the block anyway. Like, right. You know, I beat niggas' ass over Lil Bro on the block and everything. Like, okay. That's blood, you feel me?